According to what people say, love is blind. Can somebody help me see in between the lines?
Can we at least agree I'm yours and you're mine?
We just need to be willing to fight for our love.
I don't wanna fight no more. I just wanna love you back.
And I want you here, so I'm gonna fight for our love. I'm gonna fight for love.
You and me,
You and me,
you and me.
you and me, yeah. I travel down this road of love and war, of love and war, of love and war.
Right here on our Instagram live show, Love and War Talk.
Yes.
And yeah.
So the topic, of course, while he's chiming in, okay,
He's
since
trying
he
to
brought it
draw
up, he wanted to make a point or talk about, if women come over,
Or you go over their house.
or if a man goes over to a woman's house, does that automatically mean she got to give it up?
Or is it all about sex? Men want sex, or can we just cuddle? Can we come over and watch a movie, Mr. E, or just cuddle? Or is it always about sex?
I don't think there's always about sex, but I think there's a language and a code, So, I mean, at the end of the day, it just depends on what the understanding is, okay? I'm like Drake, don't call me after, I think he said 3, don't call me after 6 or whatever and try and cuddle with me, Don't,
After 6?
don't-
After 6, that's
What do you say?
early. I'm calling you after
What
6
did he
to
say?
eat.
I thought he said like 5 or 6 or something like that. But anyway, the bottom line is like, don't call me after a certain time trying to cuddle with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we're in a relationship, then it's different.
Okay.
But if
Let's
we're
start there. Let's stop right there. So if
Okay.
y'all just met, okay, because it's different layers to this. We're going to treat this
Right.
thing like an onion today.
Let's do it.
Okay? We
Let's
got
do
to
it.
get to the first layer. If
Okay.
y'all, I guess, talking,
Just talking.
just met.
Just getting to know each
Just
other.
met, talking, okay, and y'all at a point where I guess we come into each other's houses, okay?
right.
What
I
does,
mean-
where does that play? What layer? Tell the women out there what's in the man's mind.
I mean, it just depends on what time you make plans. Now, if you make plans at 6 o'clock for dinner and a movie and then roll over to 10, 11, 12, then that's different. I don't necessarily think that's a prerequisite for sex.
Well, that's a perfect point. If
Yeah.
if it's after dinner and everything, and the night is young, baby.
Yeah.
Why
I
it got to
don't-
be over? If I come over, them panties got to drop.
Nah, that don't
I'm
mean
missing
that.
a whole single point too, because a lot of these guys nowadays, single men and women, they just automatically want you to come over. It's like, you'll meet them, somewhere out, or you'll meet them online. It's a lot of those online guys that do that too. And you'd be like, hey, what's up? What's going on today? Why don't you come over? Okay, well, and we be wanting to go out and do stuff. We want to explore nature. We want to have an appetizer or something.
And the night is early.
And the night is early, but guys, try to steer you to coming over. And then they try to say, well, I got this, or I can do this, or I can cook and all that. But 9 times out of 10, we know if we're going over
You
to the
wanna
house,
get-
they trying to do something else afterwards. So it's like, you can't just really go over to a dude's house and watch a movie no more. That Netflix and chill is Netflix and smash. Like, you don't even get to the
What?
buttons. The remote don't. You don't even get to play before the nigga
Before you
already
just speak
on
his
you. We can't even find a damn movie before we ain't watching movies no more. So again, I try to avoid going to the house or inviting a guy over to my house because I already know, especially if I don't know you and we ain't smashed already, that's different. But when you getting to know somebody or just say you met somebody and y'all kicking it and y'all ain't smashed yet and say they tell you to come over, now if it's after 8 o'clock, that means that's borderline booty call times when it's dark outside, period.
Dark
Right.
outside and it's
Well-
lonely. Mr. E, please enlighten us on this situation, sir.
Well, like you said, it's in layers. So I'm going to tell you about me. When I was in my 20s, it was different. It was like, please don't take up my space if we're not smashing. It's just like, I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got in my 30s and late 20s and I was really into trying to have a relationship, then I'm very picky about who I deal with. So once I've established who I'm talking to, then I want it to happen organically. So I'm not really tripping on really smashing, because I mean, I've been there and done it.
Let me ask you this. Now, you married now, but when you were single, when you always text that girl and said, come over, you was hoping to smash, right?
It wasn't no hoping to smash. After a certain time, you don't even need to pick up the phone if you don't know what's up, because you wasting my time. I mean, after 12, 1, 2, after the club, y'all know how it goes.
We already know. We calling you because we drunk. Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
trying to get
honestly, but we got the whole Me Too movement and everything going on right now. So, women gonna be like, I didn't deserve to be put in that position and him to take it, but it is there are some type of rules, and I guess, it's, what did you say in the beginning of the show?
Well, before I say that, let me say this. There's no way to avoid that, unfortunately, because there's women that's coming over willingly to smash, but then later on, when you get rich or if you got something they want, then they'll do it. I mean, and that's not every single case, but to be honest with you, that whole Me Too movement was about exploiting professionals, exploiting people, and some were guilty. Some were guilty, but I think a lot of it was for press, because when you do the statistics, very, very few charges stuck, or very few charges was even filed, or very few indictments was made,
Well, I mean, and I say that to say, after a certain time period, after midnight,
you set yourself up.
Yeah, if you ain't trying to smash, you don't need to go to his house.
That's to be honest.
You ain't trying to smash.
This is what I would tell. This is what I would tell my daughters. I would tell them, if that's not what you're trying to do, that you don't need to be at the house, no way.
You don't need to be at their house unless they barbecuing in the daytime and we kicking it.
And it's a million people, but you don't need to be
a million people. But other than that, if you're trying to, and again, guys think that it's cool just to always say come over and chill. Like, I don't mind coming over. But again, the whole objective is for us to get to know each other. And sometimes when you locked up in a house, there's only two things you can do: watch TV and start feeling on each other. What else can you do?
Correct.
So it's like, if you're out and you're doing stuff on a date, whether it's at the beach or the park or whatever, playing tennis, being active, working out together, there's different ways to get to know somebody. But that whole come over still turns me off instantly. And I will block dudes. I block dudes that I just meet to hit me with that or send me a pic, block. Because to me, it just lets me know they got one objective. If you, especially trying to tell me to come over at 10 o'clock thinking I'm about to drive my car, like out here, it's like everything is far. So ain't nobody driving nowhere to come over to nobody's house after 10 o'clock unless I really know the person or I know that I'm about to smash. Because that's the only reason why I'm going over there after 10 o'clock is I'm planning on getting a date.
Now that came from a woman. She said if a woman come to your house, but see, that and everybody ain't got your mind frame, and I don't want men out there to be thinking that it's after 10 o'clock she coming over because she just trying to smash.
It's after 10 o'clock. What else can you do though? I mean, unless you got smoking, unless you drinking,
well, no, that's your
boyfriend. All that's gonna lead to what.
That's not true. That's not true because
I'm just saying, like homeboys. Like you kick it with your homeboy, you show up after 10 o'clock. Now your homeboy trying to smash. You got to meet people at the right time of the hour. You can't just show up to nobody's house after 10 o'clock after dark, Mr. E.
But you know what? That's not necessarily true, because like we were saying, things happen in layers. By the time I was 28, 29, 30, 31 years old, we didn't necessarily have to smash. We was over my house at 10, 11 o'clock. But you can't call me after 12.
Let me tell you this. Now, would you be mad if the girl told you to come over to her house? Okay, it's after 10, 8 o'clock, whatever, it's normal time.
I'm not
going. She's inviting you to come over. Are you expecting to just chill and hang out?
We're going to have a pre-qualifying conversation. I'm going to say, what are we going to do when we get there? That will determine.
What happened to spontaneous kind of like
nobody?
No. But what I'm saying is, let me tell you something. First of all, the type of women that I deal with, either we already know that we're going to smash and we don't have to talk about it, or if that's something that we've never done, more than likely, she's not going to even call me after 12 o'clock. That's going to be a plan that was made earlier in the day, and maybe I got there at 10 or 11 o'clock or whatever the case may be, but she's not going to just now pick up the phone at 12 o'clock and say, hey, you coming over. You know, we grown. We should have grown.
The real Endo official on
Who always tunes in, by the way.
Instagram Live. Shout out to you. He said it's a vibe thing.
Obviously, if you got a connection, if you feeling the person, you're going to go over their house. And again, some chicks want to go over just to chill. We do want to cuddle.
I want companionship. Okay, when I was single, there is occasions I might invite somebody over. I want companionship, but that don't necessarily mean I want to smash. It's intimate to be able to sleep next to somebody. That's intimacy. We're building intimacy.
Well, remember, I said that. I was like, yo, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, when I got a little older, like, of course a woman can come over and not smash. But that makes a statement if she calls you after 12 o'clock for companionship. Because a real woman will respect your time. And then let me tell you I'm going to give you a grown principle. A grown principle is if you're not smashing, you don't need to take up the space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, the type of grown woman that I would deal with, she would never call me after 12 and say, come over without you taking the smash.
Yeah, my phone be off after 10 o'clock anyways.
Once we've crossed over that river, then she can call me at 2 o'clock and we can just kick it, because then it's already established that now we got that type of rapport with each other where we physical.
Okay, so now we've uncovered that layer about pre-dating and just kind of seeing each other talking. So you're saying if you're in a relationship with a girl or a guy and you tell me to call 12, 1, 2, you come over any time of the day, it doesn't have to necessarily be about sex?
No, because, once we're in a relationship, then it's 100% about vibe, because you don't ever want to force, at no age did I ever want to force being physical with a woman, because if you force it and it's pre-planned, it's never magical. It's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But, when you're talking about somebody that you're not in a relationship with, one of the biggest mysteries of that person is being intimate with that person. So now it's like that's the thing. Like she wanna know what it's like, just like you want to know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're not ready, then it's just not a good idea to have a misleading action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, and don't get me wrong, if let's say a lady calls me at 12 o'clock, say I want to come over, and I'm thinking she want to smash. Well, we get over there and it doesn't happen. I'm not necessarily disappointed. You know what I'm saying? But because sometimes you vibe out, and sometimes it is companionship, and then sometimes it is cool. But it's a difference when you are intentionally picking up the phone and saying, "Hey, I'm finna come over at 1 o'clock." And we don't have no type of organic connection. We don't really have anything to talk about, because everything that I really want to know about you, I know about you, and I'm not really that impressed. And because either we're going towards a relationship or we're going towards smashing. And that's it. It's one or two things. Now, if we're going towards a relationship and we vibing, yeah, you can come over at 12 and 1 and talk about it. But for the most part, don't hit my phone after 12 unless,
You know what? And that's what the ladies want to hear. You know what I mean? We want to hear from a man's perspective how y'all feel about the whole come over thing. Because, again, we don't want to always come over. But, again, if we do come over, we obviously like you and we have we're planning on smashing or getting to doing something with your ass. We like you for a reason. We coming over after hours because we planning on being intimate with you. So, but again, I say, the whole, if you're single, it's different versus the relationship shit. Because again, when you're in a relationship, you're already bound to come over any time of the day, the morning, it don't matter. But when you're like single and you don't know this person and it's the first time you might be smashing, you should not be going over to the house unless you're planning on smashing.
Okay, so from a single woman's perspective.
That's all I was going to ask. That's all I'm gonna
Go
ask.
ahead and ask her what you want to ask her first, Mr. E.
So, okay, so what happens when a dude calls you? When a dude calls you and they say, "Yo, I'm coming from the club. I want to come over." Do you allow him to come over?
That's if you're
smash?
again. It's if you know the person, if you feeling the guy, if you like the guy.
Let's
But
say-
half the
let's
time,
say
I'm
y'all-
knocked out. I'm not trying to do no after club action shenanigans. Even in my
That's
younger
the-
days,
That's the best
if
part.
I was not at the club and leaving with you, nigga, I'm asleep. I'm not at home just waiting on you to climb up in this. No. Like I prefer before the after hours club stuff. Unless, like I said, I'm out and I'm tipsy too, and we both coming from the spot and I'm up. Oh no.
Well,
think
let's shout
somebody
out
lying.
to some of the people watching us. Chicken and Whiskey podcast.
That's Rob Hollywood.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah.
Houdini said Mr. E on point
Houdini
too.
Pete.
J Sky 7 tuned in. What is
Yeah.
that? Really?
Houdini Pete. He
Really?
said, "Mr. E, you on point. You out there getting points with the men." You know
But
what
I
mean?
think Ebony lying. If it's the
You
right
think
dude,
she lying?
I think she's lying. If it's the right,
Look,
Even when I
it's
was
getting a
younger,
little
dog,
hot.
I've never been like the booty call girl. Just like I never really want to be the side chick. You know what I mean? I've never been up after 2 a.m. or up waiting on a call or even up texting somebody trying to get some 1 a.m. dick. Never. Like, I like my dick early. So I'm just saying.
like
I
what
just am
time?
a true
But
old
I'm just
bitch.
saying, and then secondly, I don't go over to a man's house unless, I already know that I have that it might happen. You don't go over to nobody's house unless you really like them and you're hoping to maybe get to know them more, but there's a chance that you might smash. You don't go over to the house until you know you're ready to smash, because it's gonna
Okay.
be. You can wear them pony draws. You can wear the most. You cannot shave. We try to do all kind of stuff so we don't give up them draws. And then minutes later, I didn't shave, but it's okay. We try to do everything to not give it up and still
that-
end up giving it up. So
is that what y'all
don't
be
go
doing?
over to the house unless you're prepared to give up them draws, basically.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Have a man ever invited you over and you knew you wanted to smash and you didn't get to?
I'm trying
'Cause
to
you
think
had a
long and
plan.
hard. Ask that question again.
Have a man ever invited you over to smash? I mean, it did not invited you over to smash, just invited you over. He just invited you over. But you wanted to smash. So you went over there with the intentions on smashing,
And
but
he
you
give
didn't
it up.
smash.
Yep, that's happened before.
It happens,
It
know.
happens.
Women are sexual creatures.
We
too.
are.
It's not always
We
about
shave
the
and we be
man
ready sometimes, and it don't pop off.
being the instigator.
Right.
It's not
Right.
always about the man being an instigator, but I think men are the biggest culprits.
We are, but I'm gonna tell you, I've turned down more than I've accepted. I've declined more than I've accepted, honestly. Yeah.
Seem like that type. You'll just make her go home and want to cry.
No, it's not that.
No, he wasn't attracted to me. Something.
No, it wasn't that. It was just like organically it didn't happen, and then when it does happen, then it means something. You know what I'm saying?
Princess Cut said, we shave and we be ready. Right. Just in case some pop off. And we don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we know
The real Indo official.
9 times out of 10, we might go over there. It just might pop off, so you got to be ready. And I don't really like to go over there unless I know I'm feeling the dude or something, because especially after hours, because you're not going to watch the movie. You know what I mean? How much talking y'all really gonna do before he start? When we talked about last week, they start massaging on you. Now your booty poked all out. And you're like, uh-oh, okay, here we go. Power off. So it's like you got
Say.
to.
So what did what's the real Indo official? He said women determine what's going to happen.
We do
True.
normally.
He said
That's
after
true.
the club, it's smash time. If we've been chilling and have or have not smashed before, could mean if we have to or not. Okay.
Right.
So,
So
he kind of
that was
saying the
Rob
same
Hollywood.
thing
Uh-huh.
you saying, Mr. E. What you say about that?
I didn't quite get it, but
he said,
And then Houdini P said it's an energy thing. Sometimes it's just not the right time. So it depends on what
Right.
kind of energy you got with the person that you're really feeling.
and a classy dude ain't gonna a classy dude ain't gonna never trip off pussy like that. You know what I'm saying? Classy
we
dude.
got out there. But Rob Hollywood said after the club smash time, if we've been chilling.
I read that.
No, I thought you wanted him to repeat that.
Well, yeah, repeat it. For
No,
me.
I get
Mr.
it.
E.
I get it now. I
After
get it.
the smash time, we've been chilling and have or have not smashed before. It could mean if we have to or not. So I guess after the club time, meaning like if we've been chilling or even if you haven't been chilling, after the club time, y'all hit each other up after hours. Y'all somebody trying to link up.
That's
Trying to link them
100%
sausages
correct.
and sandwiches. Uh-huh.
That's
And
100%
then-
correct. If I say,
Right.
if I'm on the phone and I say, yo, I'm leaving the club, what you got going?
Yeah, what you got going on?
Oh man, you just froze up. What you
He
say?
froze, but he came back. He said, I'm leaving the club. And you said, what?
Can you hear me?
We
Yeah.
can hear you, but
We
it's
can
just,
hear you.
it's
Go
something
ahead.
happened. Here we go.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Mr. E?
I kept getting a call. Can you hear me?
That's
that's
what it
what it
is. You
was.
better put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, but
Can you-
It says Houdini P said any true G don't ever want to be considered thirsty. So y'all don't.
Yeah,
y'all
we don't do
pick and
that.
choose, basically, y'all not gonna hound a woman at 2:00 in the morning. But I sure hate those "what you doing" texts after the club. Like they, especially if they just saw you out. That's why I really don't miss some of them days in Dallas and the scene and just being out in the party chasing.
them party
It was-
chasing
man,
parties.
the parties.
This
Boy,
worldwide
boy, I
entertainment.
had a whole lot of what you doing. Can I come over text after them
Man.
parties we hosted out there?
Shout out to Party
We lived
Chase.
our life. We lived our best life.
Mother has lived, as she says.
Party
Right?
Chase.
Mother
Yeah.
has lived.
Party Chase is linking up jump offs, one jump off at a time.
One
Man.
jump off at a
Life
time.
was good, living our best life. Women thirsty too, though. Let's not act.
No, we do
Okay?
be thirsty. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes we do, especially if we ain't had none and we feeling somebody and we
Feeling
need
them.
something in our life. We sure might thirst on one person.
Yeah.
Cause like I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I be 10 for 10, 20 for 20. Very, very. I can say that when I was younger, very seldomly could I pick up the phone, call a chick, and she'd be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, I shot my
You
shot.
really don't. You don't tell nobody to come over, or you don't go over to nobody's house. To me, unless you plan on, you just know that the outcome possibly could be that. Because who goes over to that house to play Jenga? Y'all not playing dominoes. What y'all doing? Y'all watch it. And again,
Now-
how did that whole Netflix and chill shit come about? Because they know niggas ain't shit. Y'all ain't Netflixing and chilling. Y'all Netflix and smashing.
Now, let me tell you something.
Said, women be choosing, and then another brother. I remember the other young man on here, Houdini Pete. He said, or no, the real Indo official. He said, women determine
What's gonna happen?
what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Mr. E, what do you have to say about that?
Women 100% determine what's gonna happen. This is the way. This is the way vagina works. Vagina has all the power, all the way up until you get it. Once you get it, it don't got power no more.
Are you
What?
serious,
They don't have the
bro?
power.
Y'all just treat us
We
any
got
kind of
the
way
power.
then, huh?
Wait a minute.
Once-
Because they
once we
show
get
we
it-
do be
Hold
having
up.
we be having them under a mind spell or like just under control. But as soon as they get it, y'all act funny. That's so
Well,
true
well,
though.
I
No.
hate that.
Well, let me tell you this: the game is to be sold, not told, and a lot of times we got to get our Denzel on. We got to act. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember that men, we don't throw women away. We just file them. We just put them in line. Women will throw dudes completely away. You have to do something catastrophic for us to throw y'all away. So if a female mess up, we just put them in the back of the file.
She was trying to ready with her sound.
Hey, look,
Hey,
Rob, the boxing gloves is off.
It's real
It's
quick
true.
too. Rob said he got
It's
a subject for us to add on, and you
Oh,
saw it on
that's
the meme. So make sure if y'all got a subject, y'all
Uh-huh.
email us at loveandwartalk@gmail.com or just DM us on the Love and War Talk page. Whatever you want us to talk about, we're gonna talk about it.
Now I gotta talk about that statement that you made,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
E.
I
Okay, where I had to put the boxing gloves, do the boxing glove belt.
Go ahead.
Because why is that? Why
Because-
does a man think that if once a man gets it, we have the power until we let him get it?
Yeah, once you get it, we got the power, definitely. We got the power, definitely. Remember this, okay? No matter what you do, you never fuck a man. A man always fucks you, no matter what. There's a
I don't
reason.
know what you talking about. I be plugging the shit. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
It never, no,
Get my
a man
fan out.
always
You ain't
fucks
gotta
you.
fuck. Excuse me, y'all.
Excuse our
me,
language.
I'm
I
saying.
mean,
This is
has
radar.
sex with you.
Great
Has
dog.
it sex with you. 100%. You never have sex with a man. A man always has sex with you. When a man,
I don't be feeling that way sometimes. That's not true.
I mean, this is a man
But it
telling
is.
a woman.
But I'm trying to tell you how I be just certain men I've come across. Are we talking about who's doing all the work?
They're saying,
No,
Rob,
it has
Rob
nothing to do.
said,
It has nothing to do with who's on top.
Women choose who they can marry, and
That's
he
what
was
I think the
insisting
meme
on
he was
that.
talking about. I seen that meme, and we need to talk about that.
Women
We posted
choose
it
who
on
they
the 11
wanna
Ward Talk
fuck.
page.
Men choose who they can fuck.
Uh,
Okay, I mean,
That's true.
jeez, y'all
That's
out
true.
here.
A woman,
y'all
but a
choose who
woman
y'all
does.
can, though.
A woman
Whatever who's
does
doing it,
have the power until she give it up. But once she give it up, the man always have a power because if he walks away, he walks away and have fucked you. You didn't fuck him. He walked away.
That is so messed up.
That is,
That
it's
if
the
we
truth.
walk away, but that's different because that's how I be feeling. I feel like a man sometimes.
Never.
I feel like a man sometimes because that's how
We
I be
believe
feeling. I
this.
walk away, I fucked you. I walk away, nigga. I left. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah,
I don't know what you're
that's-
talking about. I can't relate.
That sounds good.
Mr. E, I want to know the man's thought. Women want to know. We want to get in your mind. How have we lost the power? Because it's a lot of girls out here, a lot of women, a lot of young girls especially. They just giving it up too fast.
Too fast.
They giving it up too fast, Mr. E. And
I
not
used to
even
be
know.
that way. I used to be that way in my 20s.
Used to be.
No, I ain't giving it up fast now. Shoot, I'm holding out.
You
But
hold
see, now
out.
you got toys.
She's trying to get
you
her
got toys
husband.
and distractions now. You don't even need a man no more. When you
What?
got toys, I
don't need a man.
And I roll right over. Bitch,
That
and go to
toy,
bed.
that toy,
I go
ain't
to
nothing
bed.
like the real thing, baby.
You ain't had my thing.
Ain't nothing like the real thing. Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
E.
It's too easy though,
E.
huh?
Well, can you school these young girls out here? Okay, Ebony gonna read this, and then we need you to
Because
school.
Mr. E can't see the comments
He
where
said-
Rob said, I felt like a woman fucked me once, but I was okay with it. But no,
Wow.
telling you that
Oh,
you
Rob,
can choose. It
come on.
depends on who's doing all the work. Whoever doing all the work is the one
No,
that's
that's a myth.
Rob, I'm just
That's
your
a
man
myth.
card. Mr. E, you
Now
taking
let me tell
his
you
man
something.
card?
If you was penetrating him, then yeah, you was fucking him. But if he was penetrating you, it don't matter what position y'all was in. He did you.
Mr. E, are we gonna take his man card?
No, I mean, if as long as ain't no female penetrating him, you know, I hope.
I don't know what
I
kind
pray.
of penetration that was.
I
My
pray.
Lord.
I pray no female. You know, I know what he's saying. He's saying that it was some females that was probably over.
That may handle him.
Yeah,
They
that was
toasted
over
his
aggressive.
ass.
We all been there. We all been.
They're
Hey.
toasting his ass.
Hey.
He said, if you have a single man with 5 women and he's asked all 5 to marry him, 4 out of 5 will say yes. Now,
That's
if you
right.
have a woman with 5 guys, the ratio changes 2 out of 5. That's probably true, though.
That's something deep. Y'all going deep
that's
up in
true.
here, man.
That's true.
Ladies, where the ladies at? Where's Skylife at?
I mean, look, we need, it's a hella man up
Guys.
there. Y'all all chiming together and shit.
Okay,
I'm
wait
feeling
a
like we on a
minute.
Million Man.
That's how
March
I
right
feel
now.
every show. That's how I feel every show. Right on, fellas.
Whatever.
Right on,
Whatever. But
fellas.
you got all the
We
men
in the
backing
building.
you up to my, yeah, he know what he's talking about, but I just want to fight. I want to fight now because I'm mad for young women. I'm mad. That's a lesson about going out there and giving that thing away.
How
Because
soon
men
do
are
you
saying,
wait? How do you
Well, they
wait?
got- you
How
gotta
long
give
do
it a-
you wait? At
because
this
men
point,
are saying you've lost the power once you give up the punani. And then Ebony's saying, how long do you then wait? That means when you just meet
when
somebody,
you start
going
dating
out
with somebody,
a
when the
couple
chemistry is real, when you have
Yeah.
a connection, because again, everybody's grown and
I
stuff
mean,
does happen, but
that
still,
we can keep our
how
power,
long do
Mr.
we
E.
right?
Come
How
on.
long do we have to wait so we just be
Come
more
on.
stronger?
We're trying
I
to
guess
keep our power.
make you want us even more, or what? Because I be trying to hold out sometimes, and then sometimes you just can't hold out, depending on.
No,
what
I
it is.
mean, see, you have to give it up to somebody that's worth it. That's the only way it's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know if a guy is worth it then, Mr. E?
I mean, everybody got their standards, but you have to make him earn it. You have to make him earn it.
How do you know when
How
he's
do
only
you-
trying to smash? How do you know when he ain't trying to get to know you
This
for nothing
getting
else?
good now,
'Cause,
ladies.
you know, there's a lot of times when I feel like the dude don't ask you like what you do for a living, or if he don't want to know your last name, or if you got any siblings and stuff like that. I'd be like, oh yeah, he ain't trying to get to know me. He's just trying to fuck. That's how I look at it. If I within the first week or two, and you don't ask me questions about my personal life or family, I'd be like, yep, he's trying to definitely smash.
And see, you know,
Okay.
I'm kind of mushy because I want to get to know everybody. I want to get to know. You know, throughout my life, like I never was like, man, I'm just gonna smash her. I don't want nothing to do with her. Because I still, spirits really do exist, and I want to know what kind of spirit I'm dealing with.
You laying down with or in your bed, coming up in your house and all that. Oh man, this is off topic real quick, but I also want to talk about this, y'all, pretty soon, online dating and how to be safe. Did y'all hear about the nigga that the black dude who looked very normal that killed that lady in New Jersey and straddled his ass all the way out here to LA and had a chick up in the hotel and held her hostage and sodomized her and everything? Black dude, young dude, crazy in the brain.
Probably on that one that swiped.
Tinder.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, that's another online dating and how do we be safe? Because again, folks be meeting guys online or in the club, and then 2 weeks later you want to go chill with him at a house, and now he done killed your ass. You got to be careful. You can't just be going to people's houses. That's another reason why I say don't go to people's houses unless you know who they are. You've been on. Where Mr. E go?
And there's more maybe
That's
people
like a fried
around.
fish or
That's
something?
okay. We can read this comment from Houdini Pete. Says, I'm in H-Town and the rate is damn near 12-1. That's 12 women to one man.
To one man.
That's crazy.
Uh-oh. Oops.
Right.
12-1. That is crazy.
That's crazy. 12 men to every one woman. 12 women to every one man. I
wouldn't want to go there, even take my man there, because that's too many options.
It's out here like that too.
There's too many options.
It's more women, I think, born, period, than men. I think I've seen some kind of statistic. But that's kind of hectic for women. And then, if you got to look at it this way, for straight women, if it's 12-1, okay, 12 women to every one man, you got to look at it, the ratio of heterosexual men or men that are not incarcerated as a black woman or women who like black men. If it's every 12 women to one man, and most men are either gay, bisexual.
Don't say
Wait a minute, hold on.
Gay,
What part of the
bisexual,
conversation that come in
there's a
on?
lot of down low men.
What
and
part of the
women.
That's
You
another
gotta-
good topic.
There's a lot of black men, especially there's a large population of African American men that are also incarcerated. So maybe that's why it's 12-1 out there.
That's true.
It's 12-1
Well,
out there. Black women got it hard, especially.
Yeah, and you're 100% correct. Now you got to be careful when you say most, because I don't think most men are gay or bisexual. But
You had to come back and
Wait a
reiterate
minute.
that shit to her. Your face was stuck since
No.
you said it too.
I don't.
but I
I
understood
don't
what you were
agree.
saying.
I think there is more bisexual and gay men out there nowadays in this world, or undercover, than it is, honey. I'd have been to a gay male club before with another married woman friend of mine, and we strategically went to a gay man club. Okay, so we didn't have to worry about men hitting on us. I've seen so many down low brothers and brothers that I wouldn't even think is gay up in there.
That's
Yeah.
a whole other subject.
it's a-
Oh, that is. I'm off topic.
That's a whole
off
other topic.
Yeah, it's a boatload
Make that a
of them.
show.
We definitely have to talk about that for sure, though.
It's a boatload of them, but the bottom line is the straight ones want to smash.
Shout out to everybody tuning in. If y'all are just tuning in right
The
now,
straight ones want to smash.
right, the straight ones want to smash. We were talking about if a woman comes over to your house, and there's a lot of men tuning in, so we want to talk to the men. If a woman comes over to your house, or she invites you over to her house to chill, does it mean, or do you guys automatically in your head think y'all are going to smash? Or are you going over there to Netflix and chill? Really. So that's what we want to hear from the guys. Do you think you're going to smash when you come over? Or if she comes over to your house, does it matter what time you come over? Does that implicate if y'all going to have sex or not, the time? That's what I want to know. Because again, I feel like
Pete say?
What do you say? The point is men have too many options. Exactly, E.
Wow.
Men have too many options. So he was talking about Mr. E. They have way too many options.
Wow.
Yo, and you know what we do? I remember literally. Okay, first of all, I got like 5,000 contacts in my phone. I remember having like 2 or 3 chicks on each side of Dallas that I could call depending on what club I went to. And then sometimes you get to getting ahead of the gate, and so you go ahead and set it up like 7, 8 o'clock, so that way they don't make plans. You know what I'm saying? So while you were saying, well, I'm not gonna wait on no dude at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, you will. This is Chick's favorite line. I'm gonna go to sleep so that way I can be up by the time you call. That's Chick's favorite line, man.
I think I probably one time waited for somebody and I again was out already. you know what I mean, and up, and came home tipsy, like, you know what? Let me
That
let
ain't
him
a
come
bad
on over.
idea, right?
Right, but it's not like we just be waiting at home like at 2 o'clock. Nigga, 2 o'clock in the morning just waiting on some D. Now, it must be some really good D. Like,
They
it
gonna
got
wait.
to be, but still, it's not a lot of chicks.
They
Again,
gonna
if we
wait.
already out, that's
They gonna
different.
wait.
Maybe we met you out. That goes with bringing niggas home to the club, or from the club, too. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of
Bad
people
idea.
that meet up after the club.
Now in
And now all
my
of a
in my
sudden-
party chaser days, in my
Ooh,
worldwide
the party
entertainment,
chaser days.
icon
That happened
entertainment.
like once or twice.
Party
I ain't never
chasers.
really wanted to do
I
that.
mean, it wasn't
You
really,
parking lot pimping?
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
But mother has lived.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
stuff is dangerous too. That's why I was saying this topic again is good for safety reasons too, because you
Remember
can't just
that
be
one
coming
that
over
almost
people's
broke my
houses.
knee that day? Remember that one? I think we was at the what's that club off of oh my God, off of Dallas Tollway. It used to go down up in there.
Which one?
We
DJ?
did Jason Terry's party. We had hosted this party.
Oh, I can't remember the name.
It was the Rockefellers.
No, they changed it now to
Call
an
so
urban
many
care.
times. They just changed it
Not
so many times.
Wish. Wish used to go down too. But anyways, to make the long story short, I met this dude. Call.
Oh shit.
She got a call while we on the
Can you
air.
still hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And I'm on Do Not Disturb.
Well, can you
Shit.
see us? Because we can't see ourselves.
Can you see us?
Yeah, I can see
Okay,
you.
well,
Well, I don't
hopefully-
know if it's gonna be like that then for
I
for
know.
the video.
That sucks.
Yeah.
What you need to do is come out of it and come back.
Come out of it.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
job, Mr.
Are we live?
We live.
Are we here? Can you see us now?
Jeez.
Okay, but anyways, I remember that boy picked me up. Lord have mercy. And we was dancing and he picked me up and then he dropped me, y'all. He dropped me and almost broke my knee up in the club doing way too much. Hosting the club.
You
And Sting. Was it Sting?
What does this have to do with the topic?
I took him home.
Oh.
He wanted to come and check on my knee.
Hey, what?
That's what it has to do with the
He
topic.
wanted to check on your knee.
Well, I mean, he was surprisingly, but I think that was just what it was. It was what it was. That was a dude, you know, and it was just. I think I was willing to do it. He was the vibe was there. Somebody mentioned about vibes earlier.
Yeah.
We just had them sexual vibes, but I couldn't say that I was calling him and I would let him call me and I would just come over and we was just doing no booty call stuff.
Right.
Now, it's a lot of people out there that just have booty calls.
That's all they want.
That's what that's
That's
a
how they
mutual
live.
understanding.
Yeah.
That's how they live.
Yeah.
They just young and vibrant things though. You know,
That's
folks,
all they
that's
want
normally
to do.
a lot of young
Yeah.
folks. Oh, it's some old ass niggas out there doing it too.
It's some booty call folk. How do you? I guess is this then this topic? If it's okay if a woman comes over and the men, you know, and do men automatically think they're gonna have sex? I mean, booty calls. I think that's just a mutual understanding.
Understand it. Yeah, that's an understanding from the beginning.
It
That's-
depends on
So ain't
what
no
kind of text
cuddling.
conversation has been going on. So y'all be knowing them text conversations
Ain't no
lead up to
cuddling.
everything
Do
anyway.
booty
So
Right.
calls get
if y'all
intimacy?
exchange pictures, if y'all over here sexting each other, sending pictures, you already know you're going over there to smash. It depends on how you set that up. You know what I mean? As a single person,
Right.
you set it up. You like he said, you talk about it during the day. Maybe you already know I'm gonna get off of work this time. You're gonna be ready for me. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
You setting it up. If you call me at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, though, just trying to think I'm gonna be ready, nah, it's not gonna happen.
I mean, it just depends. It just depends, honestly. Especially like, and I hate to say it like this, but especially when you were young and you had exes. Exes, I already knew what's up. If you called at 12,
Oh,
1, 2
exes,
o'clock,
yeah, they get a pass.
yeah, you
Exes
know,
get
you
a
called
pass.
at 12.
Exes get a pass. Now your phone ringing.
Oh man,
Lord.
bro, we
that's
can't
all
help you
dude
right
that
now.
dropped
We're
on
doing
their
the show,
knees.
bro. Yeah, give us 20 minutes. We all right. Thank you.
Hopefully he ain't passed out out there.
And now he talking. He alive. Look alive.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness.
Hey, so I have a question for the fellas.
What?
I want to deviate just a little bit, but we were talking about the Me Too movement, and we were talking about, red flags like How do fellas avoid that type of situation? How do we avoid being in a vulnerable situation where a woman says, well, you know what? He tried to force me to do something I didn't want to do, or we didn't have a mutual understanding about this, and he did not rape me, but he was aggressive in trying to coerce me into doing something I didn't want to do. How do fellas avoid situations like this? Because I think with all the fellas that's listening right now, that's something we would want to know from the ladies. Y'all have brothers.
You obviously got to go
Leave a comment, fellas.
definitely leave
comment.
comments too.
Yeah.
But most of the time, y'all just have to fill a sister out. You know what I mean? If she's, putting her hand back on you when you're rubbing her, if she's reciprocating what you're doing, then it obviously means that it's mutual. She wants it.
If she moving your hand when you try to touch her in her privacy, if she try to reach for the privacy and she keep moving your hand. But they say, women in men's mind, I think it was an old Tribe Called Quest record or something like that. Like she's not a lady if she don't say no. You know what I mean? What? If a woman don't say, we supposed to say no the first time.
Can I make
The
an
first time
honest?
moving your hand.
Can
Is
I
that
make
all
an
an
honest?
act? Women,
Can I make an honest confession? I'm gonna make an honest
Please.
confession.
please.
I dealt with this young lady. A long time ago. I dealt with this young lady, and when we would get physical, she literally wanted me to take it all the time. I didn't understand why, but she always did. That was her thing. That was.
Well,
her
you
fantasy.
remember Sky. Sky says she wants somebody to rob her.
Yeah.
And take it. You know what I mean? That turned her on.
Yeah. So it's like that's such a fine line, because the young lady, I've known her for a while before we ever got physical, but that was her thing. Like I don't know why, she always wanted you to be. When I say rough, I mean
Aggressive.
really rough, like really rough, like
Rough and aggressive.
But
no.
that's
I'm not
asking
talking
your
about
partner
regular
what they
rough.
like, though.
Like she wanted to struggle. She wanted to push. She wanted to struggle, and then finally, when you put it in, she be like, "Oh." You know what I'm saying?
This nigga is stupid.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, I was
Wasn't
like,
you like Mr. E?
she would try to push you off of her.
Oh,
And
then when you go in,
every
what
time.
you do?
Every time she would make you push her off. She would fight, and then when you stick it in, she'd be like, "Oh." But
That's how she does
Oh
it.
my
We
God.
could be trying to put on the shelf
Ladies,
sometimes.
ladies, you know what? I have to say this for the men. Ladies, if you just want to have that struggle coochie
What up, Miss
situation,
Val?
if you want to play, you be my rapist and you rape me and take it. Let the man know. Let him know,
you gotta talk to your
because
partner and
we
find out
living
what
in
they
a
like.
Me Too movement situation. And women, you can't just be out there not being 100 and keeping it real. And ladies, stop playing games. If you don't want it, say you don't want it. If you want it, and just say I want it too. But let's play and struggle a little bit. Be honest, because these men out here nowadays, stuff is really real.
And they don't know the signs.
Yeah.
Not everybody can read.
Yeah, but, and other women in the past may have liked that, but that doesn't mean that
That's right.
other women, that's what they like.
That's right.
Like, so please
That's
don't
right.
come at me.
And that's why I say you have to be careful as a woman
Aggressive.
going over to a man's house or
Denny P said I'm
like-
6'7" and 310, so I'm always careful of aggression.
boy,
I
that's
know
like
that's
my
right.
type too. That's
Oh,
my size
Denny
right there. That's
P.
like my size.
You tall enough to ride that ride.
See, you know what? This is why we be having issues now. Because we don't ever know. Look how y'all acting. Ooh, we want, woo! And then 10 years later, I was at his house and I really didn't want to do that. And it'd be like, yo, like how do us fellas, how do we avoid that?
I think if a chick goes over to your
Look,
house,
wait
guys,
a minute. What your homegirl say? My homegirl too, but I'm now today.
Oh,
with this
yeah.
conversation, your homegirl.
she said, "Yo, girl, I like that too. Choking, suffocating me, and all that good. I can't
and she
breathe.
called it good stuff. It's good stuff.
Good
She like
stuff.
all that good stuff.
Oh man,
She
I
want to get choked and suffocated.
I don't want to feel like I'm
Do
gonna die
not-
during my sex.
I met-
I want to live.
I met a
wanna
lot of
feel like I'm
females
living
like
during the sex,
that.
not dying.
Yo, I met a lot of
living my best life.
Hey, going back to fuck with you, big girl. Okay. Anyway.
But I met a lot of females like that, though. I met a lot of females like that that want to be choked and they want to be, but it's and
I
sometimes
like to be manhandled, but I don't want to not be able
No,
to
I don't
breathe.
like none of it. I don't like nothing.
And I told you that one time that dude put that pillow over my head just because I was too loud or whatever. I felt violated. I felt like, what's going on? Like, I couldn't see, I couldn't breathe, I can't concentrate. You can concentrate, nigga, but I can't focus. So what we gonna do?
I don't like it. I feel like you. I don't want to feel like I'm dying.
I need to
wanna
live.
Feel like I'm living during sex.
I don't want no choking. Man, you come across
Biting, choking, none of that.
So-
taking nothing anywhere it don't belong.
so should we start
he
doing?
said that's too much.
So should
Go
we
ahead,
start,
Mr. E.
so should we start doing waivers or something? Like, should we start
You
doing?
talk to them and find
We
out what
don't
they
have to
like.
do a
Like now,
waiver.
again, you don't want to come off like, because again, is it ever too early to start talking about sex? Some women, we're not trying to hear that, especially if we're trying to get to know you. As soon as you try to talk about what we like in sex, during sex or, in a sexual relationship or whatever, we don't feel like you're trying to fuck.
I like
So-
this comment right here.
We're going to have to go to it.
Read this
But
comment.
she says, I am Quinky says, to be honest, we're adults. We're not children. Speak the hell up. Let it be known exactly what you want, fellas, and listen. Fetishes and all. That's what I'm saying. That's what
I
it
like
says.
that.
It said,
That's real.
you have
Yeah,
to.
you gotta communicate.
You gotta communicate. And you can, like I said, signs. If I go over to, and there's plenty of times that we leave. If we know that we're not trying to smash you, we came over to your house and we know shit is going to the left, we're out. We're out. We're out of here. So, but if she stick around, that bitch want it. I have the bottom line.
I have a couple of celebrity stories. You know what I'm saying? Now, being here in LA, we partied with another LA Icon Entertainment, another LA Icon Entertainment.
Don't
not
say
Dallas
no
Icon.
names. Look, I'm like, don't.
I want to say the name.
Don't be
I'm
saying
gonna say the name.
Oh, Lord.
Hell, it was 20-something years ago.
Oh, Lord.
Kobe Bryant and one of my girlfriends, and he had a homeboy named Fats. And if anybody know Kobe has a homeboy named Fats, y'all know I'm telling the truth. So we coming from the Century Club. Now y'all done heard about Century Club.
That was
Okay,
probably back in
Century
the day.
Club. We done come from the Century Club. Now he too young to even go into the club, so he parking lot pimping. Kobe Bryant outside. He played for the Lakers. He parking lot pimping. Okay. So he ends up trying to send his homeboy over to get with my homegirl. Okay, and I'm trying to hurry this up because
Yeah,
it's 4:47 and you still got people want to know and you got the sex tips. But to make a long story short, we didn't accept his offer, as her friend. I was in the picture. You feel me? I was rolling. So he he wanted us to go back with him and he sent his homeboy over there. Well, she's like, nah, he needs to come talk to me himself. So everybody knew that Jason's Deli is gonna be, or Jerry's Deli is where everybody gonna go pop afterwards. Everybody was out there. We all went to the same breakfast at the same place. Now Kobe Bryant there too, so they wouldn't give it up. He sent his homeboy back over to the table, like, y'all need to come leave with us. We go get a room, such. So it's after 2. It's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We not finna go get no room and end up like that girl that sued Mike Tyson. You feel me? So we not finna do that. So he was like, well, I got a friend.
Sue Kobe later.
Yeah, soon Kobe later. So,
Anyway.
anyways, but long story short, he had a friend that was nearby. He had a friend's place nearby to Jason's Deli, Jerry's Deli, or whatever. And he was like, let's go over there. We just gonna kick it. Now, it's after 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Why you going over there? So we went over there anyways, despite our good
Kobe
mind,
Bryant.
because this is Kobe Bryant. So we went over there. Boy, let me tell you, do you know we got up in that house? They shut them lights off.
So quick. Oh, that's happened to me a couple times when they hit the lights
Turn
off on
the
you.
lights off.
Hey, that happened to me with. Oh, I ain't even gonna say their
My
names.
friend came back out of
I
that room
didn't go
so
say
fast,
their names.
like party over, oops, out of time. We had to leave because that wasn't the type of party it was, but that's naturally what men are thinking. If it's after 2-3 o'clock in the morning and they asking you to come to their house, they automatically gonna be thinking sex.
That
So,
happened to me and my homegirl Sarah with some Mavericks players.
I'm telling
As
you,
soon as we
gotta watch out
got to
for
that
ball
damn loft, nigga, lights off. We was out of there.
Boom,
No, it didn't
lights
take.
off.
Wait a minute, what's going on, nigga? I can't see. Oh,
we can't
nah,
even
we
see up
out.
in there, and they
It
just
ain't
think
that
it's
type
gonna
of
be
party.
smashed.
They just see. You know what I mean? We can't
Just
even watch
because you
no
who
TV.
you are.
What?
Is that really? That's because that's these girls out here giving it up way too soon. And like
soon.
Mr. E said, you done lost your power once you give it up, ladies. So we gotta keep on moving on with the show because now we only got 10 minutes left. Mr. E, you got people want to know. Are you on point today? What your people want to know?
People
Yeah,
want to
but
know.
it's simple. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. The people want to know, and I want to ask you too. The people want to know, what is the latest that a man can hit you up before it's safe to assume that it's strictly for sex? And I'm not talking about
After
a guy that
dark,
you're in a
nigga,
relationship with.
8 o'clock, when it's dark.
8 o'clock?
Bottom line,
Dang.
whatever time your time zone is and what time it get dark, after dark means you trying to smash, it's after dark. Bottom line, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. We need plans. If you want to kick it during the day so it can lead to the night and maybe you can get the draws, that's different. But if you just hitting us up after dark,
Like
we know.
a booty call, women
Unless
don't
you're
want
going
to
to
be
the
treated.
movies or something,
like
or
a
you're trying to
booty
go
call.
eat, you know what I mean? Like, but after 9 o'clock, it's like, what are we going to do?
But smash.
The
And
news
we
don't
know
even
that
run
that's
after
what you
9 no
want.
more. What we
Right.
going to do? Look.
Okay, so here's
And if
so
you
I got one
try
more
to get
question.
smart and be like, just come over and cuddle. I know you lying.
Okay, so
know
I got
you
so I
lying.
got one more question. My next question is it a requirement that a man takes you out before y'all smash?
I mean, you would hope so. Shit. We would
No,
love to
I
think
said-
that. Again, we
no,
want to think that
I
you
said
guys
that
want to get
your
to know us.
requirement.
That's the problem. You guys are doing a bad job of letting us know that you really want to get to know us. Make an effort to make it seem like you really care about us, and maybe we give up the draws quicker. But again, most of the time, y'all just be like,
But
come
it's a
over.
game.
What you
That's a
doing?
game.
Come over. It's not a game.
It's a game. I mean, I think I've been with a guy before too, and he was telling me everything I want to hear. It was like, you're gonna be my wife and all that, just so that you can get me in bed and you can be intimate with me. And it turned out, and he was a DJ, old punk self. I can't
What
stand
about
that
Blaine?
day.
Who was it?
Industry
I
dudes,
can't stand that
DJs.
punk
I
to
can't
this
stand
day.
DJs,
Who
rappers,
was it?
athletes. I can't deal with none of them.
Who
That one I
was
ain't putting
it?
my business
Producers.
out there though, because everybody know him.
Everybody.
Everybody know him.
I'm just
He
playing.
wasn't from Dallas though. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
He wasn't a Dallas DJ.
But he was in
Okay.
Texas. Look.
Okay, we getting somewhere. We getting somewhere.
Dallas and it's Houston.
We get somewhere. Okay. Do I get 5 guesses?
No. Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go down the
Go
list.
ahead.
Can
Let's
we
see.
can we play 5 guesses?
Go ahead. Let's see.
All right, we're gonna play 5 guesses. She nervous now. Your sister
I'm
didn't sign.
nervous.
Your sister didn't sign the permission slip for you. Now we ain't gotta play 5 guesses.
But-
Thank you, Mr. E.
He was trying to, cause I'm like, Lord,
Because I was gonna get it.
How am I gonna
'Cause
act?
I was
he
gonna
was
get
trying
it.
to name them
I was
five
gonna get it.
DJs, or Houston DJs too. He was
I
over
was
there.
gonna get it. I was
But
I was gonna
anyways,
get it.
I ain't messing with him ever since. Cause
Right.
you know what? He was a liar, a manipulator, trying to manipulate the coochie.
Hey, look, Houdini Pete. This is what's always trouble, though. What if it's just for a smoke session? And I say that all the time because I actually have a friend that, and I'm like, girl, you ain't gave up the draws yet. She been going over to this dude's house like every week, just chilling and hanging out, eating, watching TV, and smoking, but they ain't smashed yet. She said he really ain't her type, but she just like to kick it with him and hang with him. But at the same time, she leading him on because he thinking he gonna get the draws one day. Still ain't giving them draws. So yeah, you know, if it's just a smoke session, yes, it
We
can
gonna have to
happen.
do a show about people leading each other on.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
I'm
she'll
not
go over
gonna
his house
play
to
that.
chill.
And
What'd you say?
I'm not gonna play that game. You ain't gonna even get that satisfaction.
And you know, it's hard, you know, to curve people, but sometimes you have to when they're not your type. They're just not your type. That's another one too. Like you said, you know, curving people, or you know,
She might not be his type. Houdini Pete. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Before we get up out of here, we got sex tips with Ebony Mose.
Oh man, we almost out of time.
Okay.
And you know, again, sex tips. We just try to, you know,
Spice up your love life.
Spice. Yeah, that's what I was.
Spud
I was like,
something.
spud. What the hell?
It's
Spice up
that
your
stick.
love life. Get your hot. You like
It's that
Little
stick.
Caesars, and it could
What
be
stick
that
is
stick.
that? What stick is that?
Read the shirt, baby. Read the shirt.
Oh, what's
All
that?
right.
What's that shirt? A sponsor. It could be a
Sponsor.
potential- This could
Super
be.
bad brand. Hey, by the way, they coming to a dispensary near you. They got the pens, they got the Goodery, the Indicas, the
All of that.
Sativas, the hybrids, all that good stuff.
Okay.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
All right. Well, get into these
All
sex
right,
tips.
so sex tips.
What's your
Hydrate
first-
like
what's your
Little
first-
Caesar. So again, we're just gonna give you tips to enhance your little sex life to make things. If you're trying to get them draws, maybe this will help you get the draws a little quicker.
Hello.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like to be blindfolded, but I think that this is a really cool thing. And it might set off some sensual rays or something like that. But it says to blindfold your partner and play the guessing game. And I've heard about that. Like, you know, I think I've seen it in 50 Shades or whatever. But blindfold the person and feed them and get them to guess what kind of food they're eating, touch them with certain objects, and ask them what kind of objects are you touching them with. A feather, it could be something warm, it could be syrup, it could be a whole lot of stuff. So
It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot.
no, I think that would be dope though.
So
Like
you just got somebody laid out there.
but you gotta trust the person too though, because you
Yeah,
can't
you
again.
you can't
Tell you,
blindfold
I just told
everybody.
you about that Tinder killer, man. That Tinder
Tinder killer.
He probably blindfolded them chicks and got them. Oh man, he killed one. He killed one and was getting ready to kill another young black man. Crazy.
Lord.
Anyways, the other one that I was looking at that I thought was pretty cool. It says to recreate an iconic sex scene.
Yeah.
Hey, there's so many sex scenes from Baby
Wow.
Boy to
Mine
Monsters
is
Ball.
school days.
Oh, which one is?
Remember
when she
how
licked
when-
that tattoo in that
And she
park?
licked his
Mine is-
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mine is Set It Off.
Set it
with
up.
Jada
They
Pinkett.
was on. Who was on?
Who was
Set It
who
Up?
Set
Queen
It Up?
Latifah and who?
Remember with Jada
It wasn't
Pinkett?
Queen Latifah.
No, with Jada Pinkett and the banker.
And Blair Underwood.
Blair, yeah.
Oh man. It
Blair.
says take your favorite movie sex scene, study it,
Uh-huh.
okay, and reenact it safely. And then record it, and then you guys will enjoy watching it later, and it'll be fun while
Okay.
you're making it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I like that.
And then this is going to be my last one since we only got two minutes left.
Uh-huh.
But it says to play Jenga. They got a Jenga set now where pretty much you decide,
Naked Jenga.
what you gonna do next. Lick my ear, lick my leg, lick my, they got
Lick
all
my-
kind of dice games too out there that you roll the dice. I played those before and they're fun. They're not just for youngsters anymore. Like hell, sex is getting real boring nowadays. So you got to be creative and you got to do stuff to get folks in the mood. You can't just go sticking your thing in that dry thing. You got to get it wet. You got to, you know what I mean? Build up the tension and like the desire. Because
Right.
you got to do something to get our thing to start like twinkling. It started twinkling down there. Y'all
Twinkling
don't know.
in your eye.
We start squeezing our thighs and everything, but you got to do certain things to get it going. And then that all of a sudden we just throwing it at you. Anyway,
Right.
that's the
Mr.
sex
E.
tips for today.
That is the sex tips.
Oh,
Mr. E, we only
man.
got
Hey.
1 minute left.
1 minute 57, and you know what happened if you run out of
We're
time.
running
on
out of
Instagram.
time.
Shoot. Tell everybody how to reach us out there, Mr. E.
Okay, you can reach us at loveandwartalk@gmail.com. You can also reach us on Instagram, just like we're on Instagram Live 9 times out of 10. If you're on Instagram Live, then you have Ebony Mosaic. And then also my Instagram Live, Mr. E. Diddy.
We gonna talk this thing.
Yeah.
Come on. We appreciate everybody for tuning in too. Everybody
Yeah.
that was in the comments today.
Appreciate y'all.
Again, we want y'all to be more involved though. Email us something. Email us something to talk about. loveandwartalk@gmail. Like you said, we want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Sex, relationships, marriage, dating,
cheating,
new sex positions.
Tell us your story right here on Love and War Talk.
Great.
I'm your girl, D-Life.
And I'm Ebony Mosaic.
It's your boy, Mr. E.
And we out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Come on. Hey.